Okay, so I am going to cheat. I'm a cheater, guys. I love Stray Kids, but one of my favorite things to listen to Stray Kids sing is not actually a Stray Kids song. However, I do want to go over this is Woojin, Sungmin, and IN singing Tomorrow Today by JJ Project, excuse me, cannot talk, which I am a huge fan of GOT7, and I will be doing some of their music and why it's so good. But I want to do this song because I feel like I can shout out to both groups. So here we are. I'm super happy. I love this song. If I cry, continue on without me. But here we go. I have to say this. All of the vocalists for Stray Kids have such smooth voices. All of them. I don't know. Um, I like when I think of other groups, they usually have like a vocalist who has more throat or a vocalist who has like a deeper timbre or a different sound. And I feel like Stray Kids, I mean, each vocalist has their own sound, but all of them just, it's so smooth. It's such a smooth sound. And I love that about it. I mean, even Felix, who they do use his voice for certain things, it's not a raspy voice. I mean, I guess that's kind of where their rappers get to shine, is their rappers have that difference between like a smooth sound versus like that raspier, harsher sound, which is really cool, I think. I feel like it sets Stray Kids apart from a lot of other groups. That little like I don't even know how to explain it. That little thing that pops up at the very end of him singing that phrase. I If I could do that with my voice, I would do it all the time. It's so hard to do. That shows so much vocal control. And I have to say that because I feel like out of Stray Kids, Sungmin does not get enough credit for how much he really carries them. And it's not that he's the only one doing it, guys. Um, Stray Kids is another group where all of them can sing. Again, to different levels and varying extents, they can all sing. I've always found Ian's voice and his vocals very impressive. You can tell um he's not pushing it ever. It's a comfortable vocal range, which is good. And I love that they utilize that and allow him to do that cuz there's nothing worse than listening to a beautiful song where the vocals just sound strained, like the artist or singer is having a hard time keeping up with the vocal line. That's always hard to listen to. And I love that Stray Kids vocals just sound so effortless. And the harmonies that they are about to do, my Lanta, I might just die. It's fine. So I am gonna bring up, like I said, that thing that Sungmin did at the very end of his phrase, IN does not do, and I just want to point out that that kind of shows their difference in vocal ability. Not that that's a bad thing. I think it's great because I think it shows that they have a lot to teach each other, which is always good within a group. Um, I love that for the harmonies right there, and a lot of harmonies happen going lower as a harmony, and this is more of a descant where it goes over, and the harmonies are higher than the actual melody. I love how beautiful that sounds. I'm so sad that Woojin has had to leave Stray Kids for whatever reason. I don't think they've ever really talked about it, but I hope that eventually he'll be able to come back because I think they had a lot more to give as the nine of them. And it's just kind of sad, their whole like nine or nothing, guys. We're gonna hit play because I can't handle. First of all, oh, the harmonies in this are so beautiful. And that's a shout out to JJ Project because that's where these original harmonies come from. However, what is so incredibly beautiful and amazing about the specific way that Stray Kids has done this is you can 100% hear the melody. The melody is striking, it comes out, it's what your ear is drawn to, which only makes the harmonies that much more exciting to listen to because they seem so natural, like they're supposed to be there. They almost sound like a background vocal when they're more of like a mid ground. And they're the mid ground so that you can focus on the melody and enjoy the song, but they also just add so much to it. It's so beautiful to listen to, which is why I'm gonna hit play again. Right there is a beautiful example of falsetto to like chest or head voice. And I love oftentimes when artists go over that break, sometimes for me, as someone who can tell the difference, it can kind of bother me sometimes. Just like when, especially American pop artists, when they sing, I'm going to destroy so many people by saying this out loud. But it's so annoying because they'll sing a line and then right before they come back in, there's this like this gasp for air, like they're dying. And I love that does not happen as much in K-pop. It's so frustrating to me to listen to. Even recorded um, songs that have that in them, it bothers me. I'm sorry to whoever's life I have just ruined by saying that out loud. But I love that they don't have that in this. It's so beautiful. It's so well polished. You can tell they practiced this for way too long, but I love it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful harmonies. Again, I love that they're able to switch between who's singing the melody and who's harmonizing so effortlessly. It's so beautiful. It's hard to harmonize with someone who wants to overpower you. It's hard to sing the melody with someone who wants to overpower you as a harmony. And they have such a good blend and such an incredible way of balancing that out because a lot of people think the melody needs to be the loudest. There's actually a basic triangle of sound where the bass is at the bottom and the melody is at the top. Most of the time, if it is sung by the soprano, whatever the top note is, it should be the quietest. Whatever the bottom note is, it should be the loudest. Everything in between follows. It's out there, guys. It's out I love that you can hear the difference when they switch between who's singing the melody. It's so beautiful. You just get to hear their voices, and there's a different sound to when Sungmin and Woojin sing and when Woojin and IN sing, and it's beautiful to listen to. I love that. That's what creates the differences in their group, and the um, that's what makes their sound more full, in all honesty, is that you can somewhat hear the different voices singing. Can I just say that is so clear? Like, that is so crisp. As far as singing goes, I mean, there was no slide into that opening note. He came in and it was beautiful. That takes a lot of practice and it's really hard to do sometimes. Nailed it. I want to shout out to the way the song is written right there because you want to hear those harmonies and they're not there, and it makes you excited for this buildup that you're hearing in the music because you're excited to listen to more of it and hopefully hear more of those harmonies. Way to go, JJ Project, for writing it that way. Huge GOT7 fan, guys. Anyway. Can I just say, it's also really hard to harmonize on moving parts. And that sounds stupid because music's supposed to move, but especially with, like, let's say someone wanted to harmonize with that upper part that Woojin just sang, that would be very, very hard to do. And it's a lot harder to do than the harmonies that Sungmin and Ian are doing together. But I love that they have that. There's that unity between these three vocalists that I feel like they could, if they really wanted to, they could do that type of a vocalization. They chose not to, that's fine. But that's what I love about Stray Kids is you can feel the potential that they have, which only makes you want to listen to more of their stuff, which ruins your life because then you don't have time to do anything else. Which is why we're gonna hit play. Oh, okay. First of all, so beautiful. I love this song. I get chills every time, guys. But when they really tone this part down, which is super exciting because you really get to hear their softer voices. And not that they haven't been singing kind of in a softer tone, because this song isn't really like Victory Song or Nero or anything that's, I mean, side effects. Anything that's really, but aggressive is the word I was thinking of. I'm sorry, guys. But I love that they even tone it down just a little bit more for this. I love this song. It's so beautiful, and the way that it ends is perfect for the way that it started. I could probably listen to this song forever, but we don't have time. I love that they gave Ian the very end. He has such a youthful voice. The others sound trained, and I think that's correct because I think they have received more training, more vocal training than Ian has. I think Ian's voice will probably always sound a little bit more childish. That's just kind of the tone that he has, and it's not a bad. Childish is probably not the right word. Young is the right word. He just sounds young, and it's actually a good thing. It brings a whole new vibe to Stray Kids music, and I feel like it's something that really adds to them. I love this song. I love the rendition and the way they did it. Huge shout out to JJ Project again. Still can't talk. For writing this and oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. I love the way Stray Kids covered it. Go support both of them. They're fantastic. I'm going to keep this under 15 minutes. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you.